been absolutely in love with Album Surfboards, the creative way that Matt approaches shaping and design. The values of Album and what Matt represents were really aligned with the New Earth project. They were arguably one of the earliest adopters of our packaging system. It became apparent that there was an opportunity to do something super cool, and what would a custom line of surfboards look like, and kind of a take on New Earth and Album coordinated, and so that's why we're here.
There's one here for Wes, but it's back in the back. Wes is here to shape. He didn't tell you. He's here for the collab.
Oh, God.
He's got to get to work. There's like a stack of things.
All right, I'm going to need a lot of instruction. So have you guys gotten pretty good feedback on the sustainable shipping system?
Oh, yeah. A lot of people that buy boards from us have been buying boards online, getting them shipped for a long time. So they've seen all forms of packaging and all that stuff.
Especially for your boards, because they are so design heavy, and then there's so much art. I would think the way that system presents the surfboard when you slide it out of the box, as opposed to it being wrapped in plastic where you can't even see the deck, the customer experience is enhanced a lot.
Yeah, it feels more special, feels more thoughtful. It feels like the board's better taken care of, and it's like all the details are more there. It doesn't feel like it's just packing tape and all this stuff, just like,
Well, and that aligns really well with your brand.
Yeah. Well, PK's been board testing. I know.
Yeah, PK brought that Vesper to Sumba when we were there, and he's like, this board is insane. Yeah. And he put me on it one day. I mean, I'm not a great surfer, but like, I've never felt a surfboard take off like that. Like, when you engage that channel that you've created, I mean, it scoots down the line. That's what really attracted us to Album, because there seemed to be a lot of alignment with how we think about designing packaging and how you think about designing surfboards. It's not just a device to get you down the line. It's much more of a creative expression. And I'd just love to hear more from you about how you think about the creative expression that is Album Surfboards.
When I'm designing a surfboard and you're designing packaging, you're solving a problem. Like, how am I going to actually catch the wave? How am I going to carry enough speed? How am I going to turn the way that I want to turn? And so there's these problems or these things you're trying to solve for. For me, that's what gets you to come up with a creative solution. Even if you remove the sustainability part, which is huge, just for us, the efficiency and time saving and like ability to ship a smaller package and make it cost less for the customer, like, that's creativity that's that has a real world impact and real, like, a tangible effect that people can feel. It's the Wizard Twin. This is the one that has this sneaky deck shape, sneaky double concave shaped into the deck. You can't see it because Co's beautiful art is camouflaging all the design that's going in there.
Trying to give you the angle here. Can you see it?
But the Wizard is like your twin fin you just ride as your daily driver. Everyday board. But it goes faster, turns easier.
You're almost like just leaning back and doing less, and you're going way quicker.
What do you think about twin fins and tubes?
This is where I rode at Temples so fast.
Something kind of fun, I think, special about that feeling of twin fin. You can stall and accelerate easier on a twin. Like, you have that kind of control in that part of the wave in a different way on a twin fin than the thruster has. I don't know.
When you know you want to go quicker, you just do like, there's just one little twitch and you're like, whoa, like the gas pedal on this thing is crazy.
Sometimes on a thruster you need like a wiggle to break free. It's like a twitch acceleration, twitch gas pedal. But there is something unique about where the fins are placed too. A lot of people have had bad experiences with twin fins where the fins are too far forward, they lack drive, and they feel like they're gonna swim on you, and you feel like you have to nurse the bottom turn. The fins are placed where your back foot is, where the rocker is, where the bottom contours are associated with where the drive and hold is on the board. It'll hold as much as you want. Like, you're not gonna feel like you're gonna slip out. Like, when you lock in, it'll hold us in anything.
Yeah, I feel like for me, if I just put my foot like a little bit higher up when I'm doing a carve, I just can push as hard as I possibly can, and it's not gonna slide, nothing's gonna happen. But then it's fun because then you can just go back and then you can slide it if you want.
Some people try to size 20s too short. You don't need to. They already turn super easy.
You hide so much foam in here, so when you are paddling, you're like It's just, I don't know, you're gliding, it's way easier to catch waves.
When people think about rails, they think about the bottom of the board because you're standing on the deck and you're surfing, and the board is the bottom is what's touching the water. But when you're on rail, the water is flowing over the deck of your board, and the water is flowing over this part of the rail, like when you're turning. So that part of the board is actually engaged in the water too. So where the apex of the rail is and the shape of that rail on the deck is really key to how that board feels when you're actually turning.
Whoa.
And how much
the top of the board.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of people don't pay attention to that. They just think about where how much concave and like where the tuck is, but
The volume?
yeah,
How much believe we got there, bud?
that's exactly.
It finally happened. The Album Surfboards have arrived in a New Earth Project packaging, sustainable packaging. It's pretty special because most boards come wrapped in tons of trash, plastic, styrofoam, all this stuff. So New Earth Project has come up with this little creation here, and it's all plastic free. It does a really good job. The boards don't get dinged. Flew out to California to see what a collab might look like with Matt Parker from Album Surfboards, myself, Wes Carter from a New Earth Project, Peter King from a New Earth Project. We all went out and had a nice meeting with Matt. Got to check out his factory, talk about, you know, what can we come up with that would work good over here on the East Coast. They were one of the first adopters of the New Earth packaging. The artwork is second to none. They did a really cool job with incorporating the New Earth Project logo. And they're actually for sale starting tomorrow at Sweetwater Surf Shop, with all the proceeds going to benefit the Riceville Beach board riders. Here we go. This is how easy it is to unwrap one of these beauties. The amount of foam packed in this shape is really good for our like daily East Coast surf, what we're looking at right now. Yeah, that was the idea, to make something fun and like easy to surf. And that's what the Vesper does, just makes things more fun.
How I met Matt, I pretty much just like wanted some new inspiration in my life, and I just walked into the album shop and just felt every board in here, and I don't know, I just felt like a Grom again. It's like, oh, what would this board do? What would this board do? I just wanted to grab each one and go surf right now. So I just followed that inspiration. I ended up buying one or two, and then yeah, connected from there.
Maybe you like texted me or emailed me after the fact, or maybe you'd already gotten a couple, or you tried a couple or something. And you're like, hey, let's make some boards. And it's like, yeah, let's make some boards.
Yeah. Some step-up Bomgias in Fiji and in G-Land.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh my god, like I need to get some of these for winter. And then we started getting some pipe boards going. I've never even thought about riding an ASIM before that, so it was a really cool feeling.
But they were like different varying degrees of ASIM too. Some of them, a couple of them almost look like regular boards, but yeah, subtle ASIM fin placements, and it wasn't like a crazy to be crazy.
Yeah.
We're trying to find something very functional that would give him crazy acceleration to make deep tubes. But the thing about the ASIM quad is it's like a gas pedal and a sweet spot for turning all at the same time without having to adjust your foot as much. And so, which in critical waves is key, when you feel totally connected and you feel like you can accelerate on demand, and you feel like you can turn when you need to.
And that pipe wave I got on that tan board was the first batch of the pipe boards you made me. It was like nailed pretty quickly.
Yeah.
He figured out a way to hide so much foam so that I can catch waves a lot easier, especially battling with the crowd out there. It's so important. I mean, it depends on swell direction, like Pipeline has so many faces, but I like to be kind of on that deeper, a little bit further out bowl and kind of like get that chip in and then just backdoor the entire section. And I feel like what I've noticed is it paddles really well, but it also, like, if I'm airdropping or if I'm under the lip, like maybe it's the ASIM quad or something like that, but it's really kind of like this one, like I barely need to make an adjustment and it just goes.
I think we've spent a lot of time making that first third of the board actually functional. A lot of short boards that the entry of the board is really only functional for the rocker. The rest of the actual shape of the board, or the foam that's up in that part of the board, doesn't really do anything. How we distribute the foam under the chest, and how there's more foam placed through like beak noses that add gallons of foam up to the front. But also it's like momentum. It's momentum getting down the face and then almost pulling you off the bottom, because there's a little bit more balance in that portion of the board. It's not just, the board isn't just under your feet and on the tail. It's actually, there's a little bit of like functionality in the nose. You think ASIMs go backside?
ASIMs not only go backside, but ASIM quads go backside so crazy.
Crazy, huh?
It feels like you just bred a 3-fin and a 4-fin.
It's 4 fins, but it doesn't feel like a quad. It feels
so interesting.
different.
People have their one experience on their one board, and then they blanket that feeling throughout all boards.
Yeah.
You know, like you said with the twin fin, and like how it, I don't know, there's so much thought that went into here to make it disappear under your feet when you're in the flow. And the same thing with the offset quad backside. Like people are like, oh, you can't do that. But it feels so good. It's crazy.
The heel side rail has more curve and it's shorter. And then the heel side fins are placed a little forward. Like it, because the toe side fins are towed in a little straighter. As soon as you engage that toe side rail off that backside hook, it accelerates more out of that turn down the line.
How'd you even think of that? Like a dream you had?
Offset. much trial and error, much playing around with stuff and just feeling it.
I feel like I came in here to ask you if I could do trade-ins, and you're like, we should start our own board company. And I was just like, oh.
I just love the idea of making something new and different. You know, I've made boards for guys that surf a pipe before, but not like specialists like that. Under Album, I do lots of boards for like regular Joes, and what Co was looking for, it was a little different thing. Let's just make something that's unrestrained, that we can just do what we want to do with it. It doesn't have to fit under the umbrella of Album or something else. It can be just its own thing. And it could be a little bit more of experimentation, constantly evolving and changing. And we're playing with new things, and we're not tied down to any existing ways of having to do it. We can just make what we want to make.
That's how I feel like my surf career goes too. I change with what inspires me. I try this and try that, big waves, small waves. To be able to constantly move and groove and have the quiver adapt to that inspiration is like so sick. So exciting.
This is super cool. We are super stoked. We are here at Wrightsville Beach at the Shed, late April on the downhill slide. It's summertime. Everybody's super fired up. We're doing our big Album New Earth collab reveal. So the response from everybody who's been coming by has been overwhelming. People just love these boards, as do I. I think this is one of the cooler things we've done. Matt Parker made a series of these surfboards that incorporate the New Earth E into the style and into the paint. And every board's unique. So if you come down here and find one that you love, it is a collector's item. It's one of a kind, but these things are also super fun to ride. I actually rode one this morning down at Johnny Mercer's Pier on the north side of the pier and had a ball. I've got my eyes on this one. Lots of different sizes, several different shapes. We've got Twinsers, we've got Vespers. All of the proceeds from the sales of these boards are going to go to support the Wrightsville Beach board riders. We want to send these guys to Trestles in style, and we're going to raffle off a surfboard or two and some other cool swag. Great turnout here at Waterman's. We have had a killer day at Wrightsville Beach, revealing the Album New Earth collab boards. The more we look at them, the more we love them. The next step is to get all of these boards in the hands of our friends. We are stoked to have these boards out there in the ocean. I've already got mine picked out. Big shout out to Matt Parker and all the folks at Album Surfboards. We are super stoked that you guys were fired up to do this collaboration. We could not be more thrilled at how it turned out. Really appreciate you guys at Album. Y'all are the best. Surfboards look awesome, and we know everyone who gets one is going to be super stoked.